Hey, how's it going? My chore today is fixing the water dispenser on our fridge. So what happened was, we weren't getting water out of our dispenser, and I was like, what the hell is going on? So I YouTubed it, and they said, check the line down below. I don't know if you can see there's a line down here. They said, check that line, see if it's frozen. Well, it wasn't frozen, but when I pushed the button, I could hear water running, and I was thinking, what the hell is going on? And when I looked over this direction, I saw water. So then, I decided, well, let's take a look what's going on back here at the back of the fridge. So if you go down to the water line, you see I've already disconnected it because I did find a problem. This line coming out was broken. So that now, I have to change the whole cooler inside here. So because the lines come in and out of here and it's broken and I can't shorten it. When I tried to shorten it, it broke even shorter. So now I have to change that whole thing. When I read the YouTube page, it said, turn off the water, turn off the hydro, blah, 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 take this, that. I said, poof, I ain't doing that. I'll turn off the water for sure, but I'm just gonna pull that son of a bitch out so I can pull out the old line, and then I gotta order this to for the new line, because that's how it comes. It comes as one whole unit. And then what I'm gonna do is, well, son of a bitch, I lost my string. I have string anyways. I'm gonna tie string to the end of this, so when I pull it out, when the time, here, when the time comes, and I need to re-pull it, I just pull the string back and hook it up. And I should be cooking with gas, or in my case, drinking cold water. Okay, so I'm back, and look what I have. I have the new tank for the fridge. I already took the bottom panel off, and the back panel is right back there off. And I'm gonna start to install. But before I install, I wanna say thanks to General Appliance here in Thunder Bay for helping me acquire this part. They got it for me faster and cheaper than anywhere online or anything. So hey, General Appliance, keep them in mind. Also, the good old, what do you call that? The Mr. Clean sponge that cleans shit up. Look at that. That's like brand new back there. Before this, whoo-hoo, I wouldn't have taken any food out of this fridge. But now I'm going to start. So first thing I'm going to do is put the old tank in place. Okay, so I told you earlier about putting a string through to help me pull this water line through the bottom of the fridge, because it's a bit of a long haul. So I'm just going to use some painter's tape because it comes off easy, and I'm hoping it holds it enough. But I got to tape it pretty tight because there is a tight hole that's got to squeeze through. So I'm just going to give it like one round here on the top part, and then just a little bit at the back, just a little extra security. So hopefully it doesn't fall off partway through. If it does, no big deal. I'll putz with it. But so I'm going to do that, and then this goes down through. I just got to find out where it goes. There, and I think it goes down through there. So I'm going to go to the other side and start pulling and feeding it through. Okay, so now I'm going to try pull this string at the same time to feed this line. Let's see if my theory works. Oh, look at that. So far so good. Now, there's a little spot here. I know it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I got to try to get at that. Now, one more little bit I got to thread through. That's through this little hole here. See if I can get it. Go through there. Sorry, I just dropped my light. Where's it? Okay, keep some tension on there and pull. Look at that. And she through. Okay. So the line I put through just now was to feed the dispenser in the freezer. this line here is my source line. That comes from the water tap itself. So I'm going to run that through. And I got to go back on the other side and divert it, and then we'll go from there. So now, all I'm going to do is just push this down and then screw this into place, and it's installed. Well, that's installed there, and then I still got to connect the lines. Now to connect the line, it's super easy. Actually, to disconnect, I should have showed how to disconnect, but I don't know. This is the line that goes up to the dispenser, and basically disconnect it. You just give this a little tug back and you pull the old line out. Now to connect it, it's just as easy. You just push it on and boom, it's connected. Then you tuck this all back in and you put your kick plate or whatever you call that grill back on. But I'm going to keep it out because I want to confirm before when I turn the water on that it's not leaking. So I'm going to disconnect my supply line. Now you see there's two lines to connect to. There are two solenoids. When I depress the button for ice, it will tell this side to make more ice on the red side. The blue side, the solenoid, when I push for water, it will say send water. And it's the same thing. I'm just going to push this up snugly in here. There we go. Now when I took this unit apart, I did disconnect my supply water line just so it was easier to go in and check things out. But I reconnected it, tightened it up, tightened this up, all that. So now I'm going to turn on the supply water and see if I have any leaks. Yeah, so far so good. And I don't see anything leaking over here. So let's give it a try. So I'm going to open up so I can see the tank. And I'm going to hit the old water button. I'm going to depress it. And I'm going to watch. Should fill up. Looks like water's coming. You can see water coming in. That's good. It's a really good sign. Now I'm going to stop. I'm going to make sure that behind here everything is hunky-dory and there ain't any leaks. Let's take a quick peek back here. Ooh, dry as dry can be. That's good. Nice cold water coming in. Don't feel any water leaking. Good. Okay. Let's continue the process of filling the tank. I'm using a big bucket because it'll catch any splashes once it starts running. So, sounds like it's filling up. And look at that, water. Cool, clear water. That's running like it's good. No spurts, no sputters. All right, and now, take a quick peek down here. And that is also feeling rather dry. So there we go, fixed. Put all the containers back in and put the grills back on. If you don't know how to do that, well then you shouldn't be doing what I just did. And there we go, we have water. I thought I'd mention one more thing before I was done. That if you go to use your water dispenser and there's a delay in the water coming out, see how it comes out right away? If there's ever a delay in the water coming out of that spout, it could be a break in your line. So instead of thinking that, oh, it's just getting old or whatever, take a look at your supply line. It could be cracked and you could be leaking water behind your fridge.